ICT 21 November, paper 3, web authoring. This is one of the easiest web authoring questions. We can learn, yet we can learn a lot from it, but it is very simple. You can go through it without knowing a lot of basics about HTML. Okay. As usual, the exam starts saying you have been supplied with the following source files. These are the source files. Let us see. This is the source files, and all files are here. Task 1, evidence document. We need the evidence document because at the end of the exam, you will build a website and you will preview it in the browser and take a screenshot of it and put this in the evidence. Also, you will take a copy of the HTML code and put it in the evidence. So all the marks of the website will be in the evidence file. Let us do the evidence. Create a new word process document. Call it N21 evidence _ center number _ candidate number. Okay. The easiest way to do this is to go into your work area, right click new Microsoft Word, give it that name, N21 evidence _ center number _ candidate number. Let us put in the header, insert header. Let us put name. EG 007 0001. You will need your evidence document during the examination to place screenshots when required. Data analysis, that is Excel. The point is, in this question, in this exam, Excel question was pretty long. So it was for 55 marks. It was worth 55 marks. And as the exam must total to 80, the web page question was a bit too short because there was only 25 marks left. Okay, so this is a simple exercise to start with. Let us start doing the web page exercise. Task 3, web page. You are going to create a web page. I will use the application SharePoint Designer. I will create a page.html and save it. And the style sheet. The good thing in that exercise that the style sheet is given ready to use. We only need to attach. So in this exercise, we will only attach the style sheet and it will just work. To promote recycling plastic waste. The same scenario like the older exercise about spreadsheet. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. At the end, you will save your work, preview in browser. It should open in your browser and take screenshots of it. If it does not open in your browser, you will lose marks. SharePoint Designer will be writing the code for you. And it will open in the browser, inshallah. Create a new folder called plastic. Let us follow this because I think all exam questions go like this. Create a new folder called plastic. So they ask you to create a new folder. Go to the desktop, right click, new folder, and call it plastic. Okay, this is the folder called plastic. Locate the following files and store them in your plastic folder. Those files. Where can I find them? They are in my source files folder. They are 7. They are 7. You can find them by their names. So this one, click on Control on the keyboard. This one and that one. And also these. They are 7. So right click, copy to the plastic folder, right click, paste. Okay. Okay, we will do the rest of the exercise on the files in the plastic folder, because this will be the folder for my web page. Create in your plastic folder, the exam is very clear. Create in your plastic folder a web page called plastic.htm. A web page called plastic.htm. Okay, so I need to use my application, SharePoint Designer. A very helpful application. Writing the codes for me, making web authoring as if it is word processing. So run your application, that is Microsoft Office SharePoint Designer 2007. You start with a file called untitled1.htm. Yes, I am happy with that .htm. But you need to save as. So file, save as. Never created here in my website. Never. Things will get very complicated. Never. Remember to go to the desktop, and on the desktop you have a folder called plastic, as instructed by the exam. The file name should also be plastic, and the file type should be HTML. So now you will have, let us save. So now I have a file called plastic.htm, and it is so saved in the folder on the desktop called plastic, exactly as instructed by the exam. Okay, if you'd like, look in here. This is the HTML code for a blank page. We are familiar with this. Go back to the design, and hopefully we will do everything in the design. This web page must work in all browsers. That code will make it work in all browsers, because SharePoint Designer is writing for you standard and correct HTML code. So this web page must work in all browsers and have a table structure which fits 100% of the browser window, as shown in this diagram. This is a table. I would like to draw a table. However, yeah, there should be, I think some cells are merged. I think I will create a table, and there are some cells that needs to be merged. Okay, first I need to think of this table. I need to start with a table of 4 rows. So this is one row, this is a second, a third, and a fourth. This table starts with a table consisting of 4 rows and 3 columns. Let us first draw a table of 4 rows and 3 columns that fits 100% of the browser window. It is very easy. Let us do it. In SharePoint Designer, this menu is called the table. In SharePoint Designer, this menu is called table. And insert a table. So table, insert table. The number of rows should be 4. The number of columns should be 3. The number of rows should be 4. The number of columns should be 3. And see, let us check this out. Specify width 100 in percent. This is what I want. The table will take the 100% of the width of the browser window. In percent, not in pixel. 100 in percent. I think this is what I want. As said in the exam. 100% of the browser window. Just click OK, and this is the table I will start with. The problem is table borders are invisible by default. So I need to be a bit careful to know where about. I will merge the top 3 cells in that table. I will highlight the top 3 cells and then right click, modify, merge cells. Highlight the top 3 cells, right click, modify, merge cells. And please write in it letter A. Write in it letter A. I need to write in it letter A, B, C, D to identify cells, and before the final print or the screenshot of the browser of the exercise, A, B, C, they have to be removed. I will merge these 2 cells, right click, modify, merge cells, and I call them B. I will highlight the 2 cells below, right click, modify, merge cells, and I call them C. Here E and F without merging. Here E and F without merging. And those 3 cells, right click, modify, merge cells, and call this C. Okay? Then I need to put those dimensions. A, the height of cell A is 15%. We can do this in the cell properties. So in A, the height should be 15% and nothing about the width. Okay, so here beside A, B, C is help me to locate the cell because borders are invisible. And soon things will become even more complicated. Letters A, B, and C will help me a lot to identify the cell. And then eventually I will remove them because they should not appear in the final website. The exam will say this. So for now, beside A, right-click cell properties. Right-click cell property. The height, specify height, 15, and remember to be in percentage. So specify height, 15 in percentage. And click OK. Nothing happened. No, there is a lot happening. Let us go to the code. First, this is the code of the table. This is table width equal 100%. The table is taking 100% of the width of the page. And TD column span equal 3 because that cell is merged to across 3 columns. And height 15% exactly as required. SharePoint Designer is doing a lot for me. At the end of the exercise, you will take a copy of the code and put it in the evidence document, and the examiner will read through all your code and see all the commands you successfully did. Okay, let us back to the design. About cell B, right-click cell properties. You need to make the width 60 in percent. Specify width 60 in percent. And specify height 45 in percent. Okay. Cell D. This is D. Cell D. Right click cell properties. Height, specify height 20 in percent. E and F are the same. E and F are the same. Right click cell properties. Width, specify width 30 in percent. Specify height 20 in percent. And nothing for C. Each cell is identified with a letter. Yes, I did. Some dimensions are shown. These must be set as percentage values and not in pixels. Let me check. Let us go to the code. 100%, 15%, 60%, 45%, everything in percent. Okay. Some other exams, dimensions come in pixels. In that exam, all dimensions are in percentage. The cell content shown in the diagram must not appear in your final web page. Eventually, I will delete that A, B, C after doing their job. Table borders must not appear on the final web page. I think table borders are invisible. From now, they are invisible. If the table borders are to appear, there are other commands we need to give. Just leave them invisible. See, this is worth 11 marks. What we did so far is 11 worth marks. 11 is worth 11 marks. That's a lot. The whole question is out of 25 marks. And probably all exam questions go like this. You draw a table, you merge cells, you put dimensions. However, those dimensions sometimes are in pixels, sometimes are in percentage. Let us now put pictures and video clips in cells as instructed. In cell A, place in cell A. Actually, instead of letter A, I will remove the letter A right now. Instead of A, the image N21 banner.jpg. In B, placeholder to fill the width of the cell containing the video clip. We need to insert video. We will look for it because the button for it is not directly available. Display an automated text-based error message if the browser does not support this type of video. I will insert this message somewhere because if the browser cannot play the video because the browser is not updated or old, this message will appear and then I will take the mark for it. Also in C, I put the image 21 bottles, in E 21 plastic, in F 21 shore.jpg images. Let us read also this instruction because this instruction affects all images. Place inline style attribute into the HTML. I don't know how to insert attributes. Don't worry, SharePoint designer will write the code for you. So that each image out of these fits the width of the table cell with its aspect ratio maintained. We will do this carefully because images are very big and they need to be automatically resized to the width of the cell. Let us go through this carefully so that we don't do mistakes. First, instead of A, let us put the image N21 banner.jpg. Please put the pointer here and erase the A. Click on that button. This button is called Insert Picture from File. This file, N21 banner. And click Insert. This window is asking you for an alternative text for the picture. What does this mean? Sometimes because of slow internet, the image does not download. So you get an X because the image did not download, and then some text to describe that image. This is called alternative text. Right now, you don't need to do it. Don't just leave it empty and click OK. No alternative text for the moment. Now I have a problem. The image is very big, much bigger than the cell. Okay, let us do this instruction. For each image, I will do this instruction. I hope it resizes to the size of the cell. Let us see what will happen. Because from now on, things will become a bit complicated, more difficult to manage. But if you train and practice, you will be able to manage it correctly. I would like this picture to take 100% of the cell it is in. Let me teach you how to do it. Right click here and select picture properties. Right click and select picture properties. Go to appearance. The width, instead of the width being 2000, this is too much, 2000 something pixels is too much. Make it 100 in percent. 100 in percent and remove the height. Remove the height. So specify width 100 in percent and nothing for the height. And click OK. Nothing has happened. You have to live with this. But eventually, let us see the final result. Let us see the final result. Click on Save and Preview in browser. Working perfectly in the browser. The table is taking 100% of the width of the window. And the picture is taking 100% of the cell, which is 100% of the width of the window. Okay, just hold on and do the exercise with such very big images, and eventually in the browser they will fit. Okay? Only letters A, B, C will help me through, will guide me. Okay. So that was about the image. We will do the same with these, but let us first do the video. In cell B. Where is cell B? This is cell B. Remove that B. I would like to insert a video. How to insert a video? I cannot find a button here to insert a video. Let me tell you how to do this, because I don't want to write code. Let us find our way. I don't want to write code to insert a video. Look into this menu, insert, and web component. Insert web component. Insert web component. And then go down to advanced control. And then select plug in. Please remember this. Insert web component, advanced control, and plug in. This is instead of writing code. And finish. Let us use this window to do all what we want. The data source, browse, and get this video. This is the video that should be inserted from the plastic folder. Message for the browsers without plugin support. Yeah, please copy this. The browser does not support this type of video. The browser does not support as instructed. This is automated text-based error message if the browser does not support this type of video. Remove the height. Make the width 100%. Fill the width of the cell containing, make the width 100%. And click OK. But the video is not running. Okay, let us try it. Save. Preview in browser. Allow blocked content. Yes, the video is working. Remember to click on that allow blocked content. Close the browser for the moment. In C, put the 21 bottle image. Where is C? Here. Picture, 21 bottle. Skip the alternative text. Remember to make it 100% the width of the cell. Right click, picture properties, appearance, the width 100%, the height is empty. And it will work in the browser. See, I can hardly now see cells. This is E and F. In E, 21 plastic. N, 21 plastic. Skip the alternative text. Right click, picture properties, appearance, 100%. In F, N21 sure, no alternative text. Right click, picture properties, appearance, 100%, and nothing here. Let us check it out. Save, preview in browser, allow. Well, looks fine. Looks fine. This is 100% of the cell. This is 100% of the cell. I only need to put something in D, and hopefully I will be done with the website. Just close the browser for now. However, yeah, I see it is difficult to manage. I will put something here in D. Okay, all this done, all this done. Place in D the contents of the file n21plastic.txt. N21 plastic, double click on it. I think I need to highlight this text, copy and paste, and put it into highlight this, copy, and instead of D, paste. Okay. Display this text as 3 paragraphs. They are. Add a 4th paragraph. Put the pointer here and click enter. And type this. Web page last updated by, followed by your name, center number, candidate number. Okay. Type this. Web page updated by, then name, EG 0070001. Apply style H2 to all text in D. Remember styles? Let us apply H2 to all the text. But I have one precaution. I will apply H2 to them line by line. If I apply H2 to all of them like this, they will be one paragraph. Maybe this is a mistake in SharePoint design. Just be a little bit careful. Highlight this and make it heading 2. Highlight this and make it heading 2. Highlight this, heading 2, heading 2. And if you can see, there are some empty lines in between. I would rather remove. Now they are 4 separate paragraphs. Each paragraph of them is formatted heading 1, heading 2. If you'd like to look at the code, this is H2, end of H2. This is H2, end of H2. The last thing, attach the style sheet N21 plastic.css. Fortunately, there is a style sheet that is almost done and ready. You only need to attach. In other exams, you build the style sheet yourself. But this one is very simple. Just attach that style sheet and see the colors and styles working. Let us attach. You know how to attach? Click on that button. This button is called Attach Style Sheet. Click on it. Browse. Make sure you are in the plastic folder. This is called N21 plastic. This is the CSS file. Open. Okay. See colors? This is the background color. And maybe some fonts and sizes for heading 2. Everything is working. Save your web page. I think your web page is final now. Save your web page. Display. Let us finish. Let us finish. I'm only now taking the evidence 3 and evidence 4. The web page is finished. We didn't even create the style sheet. We only need to attach the style sheet. If you are curious and would like to look at what's in the style sheet, I can do this, but this is out of the question. Let us do it. I will open this style sheet. So there are table borders, background color for the body, settings for H1 and H2 and P. Okay, okay. Thank you. The exam is doing it for me. I only need to attach. Okay, let us finish. Display the HTML source of your web page in your editor. This is the code. Totally automatically written by SharePoint Designer. Okay, thank you. Just copy and paste it into your evidence document. Just copy and paste. Hopefully you get the full mark for it. But however, you need some sort of understanding of what is going on, because HTML codes, they come in theory. For the moment, edit, select all, edit, copy. This is evidence 3. Maybe you'd like to write here evidence 3 and paste. The examiner will go through your code line by line and read it carefully and put marks in place. Here, evidence 4, because in evidence 4, they ask you display the web page in your browser. Yeah, I love this. Save, preview in browser. And allow block content. So there should be a video here. Allow block content. Yeah, see, this is the video. Resize, if necessary, resize. All the page can be seen. All the page can be seen. However, if I need to take a screenshot of it, I think I need to do it on 3 parts or 2 parts. I cannot show it all. Especially sizes are in percent. I cannot even zoom out. It will not work. Because it is set to take 100% of your browser window. It will not work. All text can be easily read. Yeah, text is big and clear. Address bar is visible. This is the address bar. This is the address bar, like the URL. Okay, place in your evidence document screenshot or screenshots. Okay, thank you for putting that S. I can take several screenshots. Take as much as you need. Showing the web page in your browser. Okay, I will take a screenshot of the top part of it. This is nibbing tool. New. I will take a screenshot of that part and make sure the address bar is visible. This is the address bar. Put this in evidence 4. Enter. Scroll down. I will take 3 screenshots. It doesn't matter. Take another screenshot and put it here and enter. And then a third screenshot. It doesn't matter if parts are showing multiple of times, no problem. Okay, this is all the evidence for the website. The HTML code, screenshots in the browser. Remember to save and print your evidence document because it carries all the marks of the website. And that's it for this question. This was an easy exercise. I hope you have understood it well.